in a fight with somebody on the discussion boards in my class and I've never even met the girl. Somebody literally tried to take her and my grandson. And that's not clickbait at all. I'm gonna tell you guys that story a little bit later. I told you I was gonna win that! It's so easy to turn your social media platform into your idol, talking about all the greatness of you. And when that monument to ourselves don't bring as much glory as we want, we have a tendency to get discouraged, depressed, or feel like we need to do more. I heard God tell me to let go of the idea of what you think it should look like.
But we could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be everything that we want. We could be everything, anything that we see we could be. We could be anything that we want.
Have you ever taken the time to sit down and just count your blessings and to see how fortunate you really are? You're in your right mind, you have strength, you can think, you're not hungry for food, you're living in a nice place. Be thankful for what you have and just wanting more and more. Think about others that have much less than you have. Don't try to get and get and get. Take the time, count your blessings, thank God, and be thankful for the present. This present time of where you are. You'll never get this time back again. Do it before it's too late. Okay? Bye-bye.
Good morning. Okay, so we're actually getting ready for my cousin's baby shower today. It's raining. My hair is straight, so I'm like a little bit concerned, but I'm gonna wear a hat today. So I just wanna have a little chit chat with you while we get ready and tell you guys a little bit about my week. Okay, it's been a rough one. Let's recap. I almost didn't vlog this week. It's been such a rough week. Rough in the sense that, like, I took some time and I now know what's wrong with me. And the truth is, like, I'm being very ungrateful. That's the problem. So I was like, not in the mood to vlog. Really was just gonna like skip this weekend. And then I realized how very inauthentic of me, because I mean, we don't always feel like vlogging, and that's the truth. We don't have to vlog if we don't want to. However, I think that a lot of times people are on this platform acting like everything is great and everything is perfect, when the reality of the situation is we are human beings and everything is not always great. Everything is not always perfect. So I'm going to tell you about my difficult week. Okay, so first of all, I had my first exam for school, and again, I'm new to this whole like online thing. I didn't realize that the remotely proctored tests, they literally want you to turn on your webcam. They use the mic on your computer. Like, they're literally watching you through your computer and recording your screen as you do the test. Now, that's all fine. However, I have a MacBook, so they required me to download like Safari, I think it is. No. Was it Safari? It was Google Chrome, because I guess that's where the extension is. And just like, there were all these different steps and things like that. So I'm doing this and I have to do this test by a certain time. This took me so long that by the time I actually finished downloading and doing everything and started the test, I had 10 minutes until midnight. But in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, well, as long as I start the test, I'll get the full 75 minutes. I think they just want us to start the test, right? No. Wrong, babe. Wrong. I was 10 questions in and the test said submit. I was like, this cannot be happening to me. So I saw that if you had technical difficulties, you could email the professor and, try to have it reset. So I tried to email the professor and she told me that she couldn't reopen the test. That was the bad news. But the good news was that because she was going to end up dropping the lowest score of all the exams, this would be my one. And to just like consider it as if it never happened because it wasn't going to matter at the end of the day anyway. So that was like a disaster, the first disaster. And then I started getting a little disappointed because I really wanted to move into a house this year, and it's starting to look like we're not going to even be able to do that the way that I want to do it, just for many reasons that I can't like really get into. But we are gonna still move, but like we're gonna end up probably having to move to another apartment. I mean, we could stay here technically, but I am just so over this apartment that just for my own sanity, I need a change of scenery. Like I just need to move. I just need to find another apartment. And of course, I don't live in the cheapest area. I mean, just to like put it in context for you, a 3-bedroom apartment where I live could easily be like $4,400 to $4,500. You get what I'm saying? So it's not super cheap. It's definitely the cost of a house in a lot of different states. It's kind of disappointing because I really wanted to move into a house. Now, it could still happen. It really can, but I just don't have high hopes for it. And I'm just starting to feel like maybe I shouldn't move in a house right now because I don't even know if I want to stay in California. That's just the truth. There's that. So I like really started to let that get me down this week. And I realized that I was being very much ungrateful. It's like in my mind, I'm just so ready to like run and just like go and do different things. And clearly I'm being slowed down for a reason. And I think that when we are so ready to go, but we're being told to wait, it's easy to fall into being ungrateful. Like, girl, you have a job, you have a car, you have a place to live, you have food, like you have all of the everything that you could need, plus the things that you want, And so to basically throw an emotional temper tantrum and like allow myself to be so down throughout the week because things are just not moving the way that I want them to is ungrateful. Like truly, that's just what it is. It's like a hard pill to swallow, like to have to really like have a sit down moment with myself and realize that I am just being so extremely ungrateful. And I need to take a step back and be grateful for everything that I have, not let this just get the best of me, So I'm going to try to be excited about the fact that I get to move at all and just, make the best of the situation. That's like really where I'm at, but I could like feel the anxiety. And then to top it off, I think I'm in a fight with another student in the class on the discussion boards. Like, let me play this story back. So we have where we do our like discussion questions. Like the teacher gives a question. We have to like write a discussion post on that question. It has to be so many words long. And then we have to go respond to somebody else's discussion question that is so many words long. So I put thoughts, okay? I am a very intelligent speaker, okay? And some girl went and commented under my post, and it was very like condescending and kind of like, oh, I like the way you said it in such simple terms. Mind you, I'm not a simple term speaker, okay? But it just felt like a dig. I'm like, oh, you thought, where is your question? Let's respond to your question. And I just realized I'm already not having a good week. So I'm like feeling real petty. It's very unchristlike. But I'm human, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, well, about your response, about your discussion. I'm in a fight with somebody on the discussion boards in my class and I've never even met the girl. But I had to calm down. I told her at the end that her post was very well written and thought out, So anyways, it's been a week. We will get through it. We'll get through it. I just wanted to let you guys know I'm having a rough week. I am having such a rough week. And like I literally almost didn't like even feel like vlogging because of it. But we're gonna vlog and push through anyway, and I hope by the end of this vlog I'm feeling a lot more joyful and cheerful. Oh my gosh, there's something in my eye and I cannot, it's like one of those white little hairs driving me mad, and I cannot find my eye drops. Anyways, after that whole entire situation, I realized I was just highly irritable and I needed to like repent after that. I felt very bad because even if the girl was coming for me and trying to be offensive on purpose and whatever, like I didn't need to actually respond to it, you know? Now, it's not to say that I like went in on her and said anything particularly bad. It was more so how I felt when doing it. That was the problem. So definitely had to pray about that and repent because like, girl, get it together. After that, also I found out that, and my daughter was scared to call me and tell me about it, but like somebody literally tried to take her and my grandson, and that's not clickbait at all. I'm gonna tell you guys that story a little bit later. But after finding out about that, I was just like literally on edge. And you know, just in addition to the fact that I knew I wasn't being the most grateful and just all these different things. And one of the things I started to have a realization about with myself is that I lack structure. What a hard pill to swallow, but it's true. I had to like really sit down and have an honest moment with myself, and I realized I lack structure. And lacking structure is one of those things that I feel like is a problem for me. And the thing is, when you live a majority of your life in survival mode, I feel like it could go one of two ways. Either you become extremely structured because you're afraid to not survive, or you just be like, to hell with it, I'm just gonna like get by day to day. And I feel like I have a combination of both, because in certain areas I'm very structured, but then in other areas I completely lack structure. And I think it has to do with the areas where it's a lot of different areas. Let's just leave it at that. It's a lot of different areas, but realizing that made me also realize that I needed to start implementing more structure in my life, because I think a lack of structure can make me feel very shaky and like uncertain, because there really isn't a lot of order to certain things. So that was like one of the things that I kind of like realized this past week, is that, girl, you need to get it together with the structure. So then yesterday I was babysitting my grandson, and so that was a little bit of a interesting experience, because he's just getting older now and he talks and he just has all this personality, and I just love him so much.
Hey, let's pretend to be fish swimming in the ocean.
What are we watching?
Enjoying the treasure chest.
Say bye.
Bye. In the water, two little red fish swimming in the water. Bubble, 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 bubble.
Can you get out three yellowfish? Three little yellowfish swimming in the water. Three little yellowfish swimming in the water. Three little yellowfish swimming in the water. Bubble, 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 bubble. Let's get out four green fish.
Another thing that I've been thinking a lot about is going actually back to therapy. So something that I don't know if I shared with you guys when I was doing it, but like last year I was in therapy, and I was in therapy for 6 months. And let me tell you some things I learned about being in therapy. First of all, I never felt the whole like stigma that some people feel about going to therapy. I've always thought therapy was a wonderful thing. I even used to do therapy when I was a kid. But I think therapy is amazing because it gives you an unbiased, objective opinion and tools that are healthy for like what it is that you're trying to manage, figure out, or cope with. And for me, I felt like, why is everybody misunderstanding me? Like, I started to feel like clearly it's me. Like, I must be the problem, because if everybody is having a hard time understanding me, then there's something wrong and I need to figure out what it is. Now, one of the things I realized almost immediately when going to therapy is that there was nothing wrong with like me per se. Like, there was nothing wrong with my opinions. There was nothing wrong with my views. It wasn't like I wasn't really seeing things clearly. What the problem actually was is I was not adjusting my communication to who I was talking to. And I understand there's those people that might feel like I'm just gonna be me regardless, and you know, if they don't get it, they don't get it. But I don't really work that way, and I don't think that that's fair, because based on different life experiences, people receive information in a different way. So the way that I receive information might not be the way that somebody else receives information, and it all has to do with growing up, how you were raised, your environment, trauma. There are just many different aspects that go into how you receive information and the filter that it's received through. So that was one of the things I realized, like, girl, you're talking to this person like they grew up like you, or like they understand like you. And there are certain times where you have to adjust your words. And one of the epiphanies that I had, and this was a God-given epiphany, let me tell you, because, okay, it was a God-given epiphany, because one of the things that I realized, and I might have definitely said this, I know I definitely said this in a blog post, but just because, here's the thing, I think when we have these, when we're, how can I say this? We all communicate in different ways. The bank of words that we have to use, it's all different across the board. And I think sometimes you can mistake somebody for not being intelligent or not getting it because they're not understanding the way that you're communicating. And that is just terrible, okay? It's like trying to talk to somebody who only knows Spanish in English and then getting mad at them because they can't really understand you because all they know is Spanish. But you know Spanish too, so you could very well speak to them in Spanish so that they perfectly understand what you're saying. But because you feel like entitled to them, to the fact that they should know English, you're like refusing to speak Spanish to them even though you know Spanish too. That's just arrogant and wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those things where people speak a different language. Them not understanding the language that you speak doesn't make them dumb. It doesn't make them any less smarter than you. It does none of those things. You just need to learn to communicate with people at the level that they can receive the information. Through therapy, that was like really helpful for me to understand how to gauge the way people filter information. And that was something like I kind of like talked through with my therapist at the time, because I kept saying like, am I tripping, or am I just saying this wrong? Like, am I explaining this wrong? Is my idea or the concept of how this works wrong? Like, am I wrong? And she would tell me like, no, you're explaining that correctly, but you just have to understand that not everybody understands things that way. Some people have not gotten to the point where they understand the information in that way, so you have to like change how you deliver it. That was like a really big like learning lesson for me, because it really helped with my communication with my husband especially, and my kids, and just my immediate family. And it was just an eye-opening experience for me, because for me, the way that I therapize, I know that's not a word, myself, is whenever I have an issue or a problem, I ask myself many questions, and I answer my questions for myself. And in answering my questions for myself, I can discern where my heart is, where my mind is, and I kind of like move accordingly. But here's the thing, when you're in therapy, the therapist is gonna ask you questions you ain't never thought to ask yourself. And that's where I find therapy so beneficial, because those questions that you might be asked by your therapist are all based on even just like your therapist's point of view and perspective and their experiences and what they've learned and their education and just different things that they might see. I set a timer for myself for 40 minutes because I want to be ready and dressed and everything I need to do in 40 minutes. And I'm not doing complicated makeup, y'all. Back to what I was saying. So yeah, that's one of the things that I learned. And in learning that, I also learned that the whole saying of if they wanted to, they would is not across the board. It does not apply across the board, because the problem with that statement is some people were never taught how to do. So you can't sit here and talk about if somebody wanted to do something, they would, because maybe they weren't taught to do it. Maybe they weren't taught the importance of that particular thing. Like, again, everybody is born into different environments and different situations, and some people are literally operating at a deficit. Like, and I don't even say deficit in the most negative way, like that you would think of. I'm saying deficit in, we are all literally operating at a deficit. There are deficits in every single one of our lives where we grew up at a deficit of not knowing a particular thing. So most people, like literally, I would caution to say everybody, we're all operating at a deficit. So once you figure out the deficit that somebody is operating in, then you can either be understanding and try to help them through it. And if they're too stubborn, I mean, there's like, that's when things get a little bit more complicated. You got to kind of figure that out. But for the most part, if you can help somebody who you realize is operating at a deficit and just like educate them or help explain things to them or have the patience to communicate, the patience to work through it with them, then that's like really the key to not only great communication, but receiving and comprehension. Because yeah, the whole communication is key thing is a thing. Communication is key, but so is comprehension, you know? Like, what good is communicating if you're not comprehending what's being said? You're still not really effectively communicating, because communication has to be received. You can't send a radio signal out to dead air, you know? So that's kind of how I view that. And it was just a very big learning experience for me when I went to therapy. Everything that I'm using that I could like link in the description box, I will. So anyways, that was kind of like my thoughts on that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably start therapy again, just to kind of like keep things, it's like, I like to call it mental maintenance. I want to do that because I feel like I've been really like stressed lately, and I feel like I could use a mental outlet that is not like dumping on my family and friends, and just being able to have like an unbiased opinion and just a different perspective. Because a lot of times we tend to gravitate towards people who grew up like us or have lived life like us. So the perspective they're going to give you is going to be like us. So it's like you're not really getting as much of an outside perspective as you would think, because they operate just like you. That's why y'all friends. I'm gonna like probably do that. We'll see though how it goes. And you know, that's pretty much just that. I feel like there were some other things I wanted to talk to you guys about, but the day is young. I don't have to talk about it all today. But yeah, that's just kind of like where I'm at. So I'm gonna finish up my makeup and we're gonna pick an outfit. I kind of already know what I'm wearing, but I'm basically gonna try it on and make sure that I actually want to wear it. I know that's like very simple, but that is the extent of the makeup I want to do. I just got a new flat iron. I actually really love it. I'll link it down for you guys in the description box because it works like so well. Oh my gosh. Now I need to do my edges, but sometimes when like, so you guys know I did the whole like scarf twist trick or whatever, but I didn't really want to have like those kind of curls. So sometimes when I just want like a little wave, I will twist my hair and wrap it in a bun like that, and it will typically give me a certain type of like wave like that. But I wasn't sure like how, if it was gonna come out the way that I wanted. I don't know. So I think what I'm gonna do, because like I said, I am wearing a hat, I think I'm gonna, yikes, I think I'm gonna straighten it. I think I'm gonna straighten it a little bit. So I'm gonna do my edges first while this heats up, and then I'm going to straighten my hair. But this is the Hot Tools Professional. It has like a digital thing right here where you can see the temp, and it goes up pretty high. My hair holds a lot of heat, and when I say that, I mean like It holds a lot of water, it takes forever to dry. It holds a lot of heat. You can straighten my hair, and if you touch it, it's hot to the touch. You will burn yourself. My hair holds a lot of heat. Edge booster.
That smells so good.
This where it's at. This is where it's at. Oh, we're making decent time. I have 10 minutes. Okay. So if I could get this done in 10 minutes, that'll put us at 10:30. I want to leave here at 11. All right, I think
We're ready to go.
yeah. I also really like this edge control for when my hair is straight because it's not wet. So my hair, if it even precipitation even touches it, it's gonna be fluffing up. So this one is not like wet like gel. So it doesn't like make my hair fluff up, and it just lays, like it lays. This edge control lays my curly hair. Let's get dressed. This is the finished outfit. I have on this H&M hoodie that has this double zip, which I love. This set is actually from Fashion Nova. I got a bunch of these. Let me see, you can see it there. Yeah, I got a bunch of these cargo pants. And these are a little bit big, but it's okay. I scrunched the bottom so that they would be more like cargos, and I put on my leather Free People flats. And then I have my 1-800 Try Jesus Not Me hat on, gold jewelry. And yeah, this is pretty much the look. And then I have my bag. She wanted to show you her finished look. Y'all remember when I thrifted that jacket? Yeah, she can fit it. And then I'm wearing my Target bag because I just don't really want to change bags. I don't know. Maybe I'll change. This one just carries so much. But yeah, this is pretty much the look. And then now I need to go grab the gift so I don't forget it. See you guys at the baby shower. All right. I switched to my Chanel tote because it matches better. So now we're leaving.
What y'all want me to say? Girl, what's happening? Go ahead, say something. Morgan, it's your first baby.
You're supposed to get the
Jill, your cousin is having a baby. What you got to think about it?
And my mom reminded me that nothing grows without rain, without water. So Morgan and Justin, this baby gonna be so blessed. Because he's got a lot of brains today. So we're gonna do our first game. And everybody, we're not gonna pass out pen and paper because everybody in here has a phone, right? I'm sure. Okay, so in your phone, as Shannon flashes a baby picture on the screen, we need you to write down who that baby is. Look at baby number 1. Okay, are we ready? You look confused. Okay. We are moving to baby number 2.
Oh, easy.
Baby number 2. I don't know. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, my sisters don't get this right.
You know that
No, they should know. They spend the most time with the 2 sisters that are here, so they should know. Ready? Baby number 3. Do you know who that is? He definitely looks like he's up.
No.
He's so yummy. Look at him.
I don't know.
Baby number 4. We ready? Moving along. Baby number 4.
I'm like,
Okay, baby number 4. Now y'all ought to know who that baby is. Are we ready to baby number 5? Baby number 5, let's go. Baby number 5. Look at how cute that baby is. Oh, we're on to number 6. Here we go. Number 6.
That's the same baby as from the other picture.
It's not the same baby.
That one had a mole right here too.
Detectives, y'all need to know.
Well, yeah.
Now I don't know how many cases they cracked on their work.
I mean, I know who that is, but I promise you the first one looks the same. Oh,
Number
easy.
7. Number 7. Baby number 7.
You don't know who that is?
Number 8. There's number 8. Baby number 8.
Wait, wasn't baby number 3 Antoine's son?
Baby number 8.
Baby number 3.
Okay. Moving on to number 9. Number 9. Baby number 9.
Everybody got quiet.
I feel like we should have narrowed this down to a family.
Exactly.
Who's number 3? Do you know?
Baby number 9.
The number 3.
Yes. Don't you want to bite her cheeks? Number 10, the last baby.
You said what?
Now come on.
She don't look the same right now.
Okay, we're gonna go on the honor system. Tomorrow's Easter Sunday. I just want to say that y'all better not be in here lying and talking about you got. Okay, baby number 1.
That's right.
It's just.
Megan, baby number 2.
The baby mama. So does anybody have 10?
No.
Oh, I have 10. 9. Have 9? 8. Wow.
I told you I was gonna win that.
Men pick up at crib on a bat. One thing I know, baby, because you it. Men pick up at crib on a bat. Baby, wanna know when I pick up your it. Men pick up at crib on a bat.
Who needs one? Do you have one? Okay. We don't have any more.
Oh wait, she said, "Is this real man?" I said,
Everybody have one?
"Who's my daddy?"
Okay, so pull out who's your daddy scratcher.
I still don't know.
And you can scratch it.
Now?
And if one of yours is the real daddy, which is Justin,
It's mine. Oh, wait, no. Is it? No.
then you win a prize. They can't see it because all your boobies in the way. Thank you. It's epidural. Jasmine, would you like to tell these people your occupation?
Anesthesia.
Y'all gonna let the medical staff come in here and win all the prizes?
Back home, the baby shower was so nice, and I just had such a good time hanging out with family. The games were so funny. Like, some of those games are so inventive. Like, I did not have those games at my baby shower. There were 3 games, but the funniest one I feel like was the scratcher, the Who's the Daddy scratcher. And I just thought that was so cute. Like, they were easy games that didn't require a lot of like preparation or like a lot of supplies. Because, you know, baby shower games could, you know, just, they can get expensive, like buying all the stuff to play them. But anyways, it was just so nice. But yeah, I'm headed back home, but I do want to make a stop. I want to go to Bath and Body Works because I heard they have their like dupe of higher end expensive fragrances in like the body sprays, I think it is. So I want to stop at the Bath and Body Works on my side of town to go smell and test some of them out. So I think that's what I want to go do with you guys. But first I'm going to pick up my daughter from my mom's so she can go with me, and then we are gonna head to Bath and Body Works. So I have my daughter in the car so we can talk about this like story. So it's really not clickbait. Like, she was literally almost taken with my yes, they know you're Azzy, they know who you are. She really was like almost take. I really feel like this man was trying to take her and my grandson. So set the scene. She has food. She's heading back from dropping her boyfriend off. So she's like, Alakai sleep, let me pull over and try to enjoy the rest of my chicken while he sleep, right? So she pulls off the freeway in our city in a very busy Target parking lot, and she's sitting there chilling in the car eating her chicken. So then you can continue.
Okay, so then, okay, well, first let me add in rookie mistake. Usually I lock my doors. That's the first thing I do. I always lock my doors. But I don't know, I guess this time I was just trying to get to the nitty-gritty. I was trying to eat. So I don't know, false sense of security, I guess, or you could say. So boom, yeah, I finished my food and I start putting everything back. Like, I put all the trash in like the bag or whatever. And as I'm doing that, something just tells me to look up, but it was like I wanted to finish what I was doing first and then look up. But it was like, I don't know, like something just told me to look up. So as I'm doing it, I'm like, okay, so I look up in my rearview mirror, and the minute I look up, I see this man. He's not even standing behind my car, but instead he's like creeping slowly around my car. So when I look up, I hurry up and I lock my doors, and as soon as I lock my doors, he grabbed for my door handle, and obviously you heard it like pop back because my doors were locked, thank God. So he couldn't get into my car. So after I do that, I hurry up and turn my car on, and I just speed out. Like, I just back out because I had to back out.
She backs into the bushes.
I backed into the bushes in the tree. I was so scared, and I was so like discombobulated. I didn't even look behind me to make sure nobody, like, I did not care. I just pulled out. That was the only thing on my mind. So I pulled out, and after I pulled out, I'm like, this is me in the car, and then this is the man. So I'm like pretty far at this point, and I don't know, instead of just driving off immediately, I just had to look at him. Like, I don't know. So I sat there and I just looked at him for a minute. I looked at him. He had a cigarette in his mouth, and he was just like this, looking at me, and he had this smirk on his face, and then he just walked off. Like it was so weird.
And the crazy thing about it is, she said normally it takes her like a couple times when she hits the lock button for the car to lock, but this time it locked immediately. Like the first time it locked. Like, now, here's the crazy part about this. When this was going on, I was actually filming. It was the last vlog. I was straightening my hair, but I was doing the like whole blow dry part. When I was doing the whole blow dry part, something told me to stop and pray for her safety. I didn't really like question it. Like, whenever I get that feeling, I just stop and I do. I didn't even realize that at the time that I had stopped to pray for her safety, this was actually going on at that time. And I just found that so insane. Like, the power of prayer, like how prayer really works. I had no idea why I was praying. I just felt it in my spirit to pray. I didn't even find the story out until days later when she finally told me.
Oh yeah, because I didn't even want to tell her.
She didn't want to tell me because she already thinks I'm crazy.
So yeah.
But it was just insane, like how this happened, and my grandson was in the back seat sleep. And like all I can think in my mind is like, what if that man actually got in? Thank God he didn't. But there's been just so many crazy things happening later. And then when she left on the way home, she stopped.
Oh yeah. So that happens, right? Literally that happens, and I'm on my way home because at this point I'm like, I want to go home. Like, it's a no. So I'm on my way home, and on my way home I'm like up the street at this point, and I'm at the light, and there's like this shopping center. It's a Ralph's and a gas station right there. So I'm sitting at the light waiting to go, like, to make my turn or whatever, and I see this dude, and he's running from the back of the store with a cart full of stuff. So I'm like, what the heck? So then I see the car. He was parked at the gas station, so he like comes around and he parks, and I just see them throw all the stuff in the car, just throwing it. Mind you, people are at Ralph's. Like, I'm looking around like nobody sees us. Like, y'all are just like, it was so weird. So they hurry up and do it, and then they just drive off.
So basically, she just witnessed the robbery as well. Like,
and nobody seemed to notice. That was the weird part. Like, there were literally people walking, like nobody just seemed to notice. It was so weird.
It's crazy. So it's just a lot of foolishness. And now she understands why I am so paranoid. Like, why I make her check in so much, why I call her so much, why I act the way that I act. Now she actually understands, and she don't think I'm so crazy anymore.
But yeah.
So that was just like something crazy, and I just thank God, you know, like thank God for her safety.
And it was really extra creepy because that man, like, it was like he attempted, like, he didn't try to press even harder. Like, it was like he tried to open my door, it didn't open, so like he didn't try to go further. Like, he didn't get aggressive, he didn't try hitting my, like, he didn't do anything aggressive or crazy. It was like he tried to open my door, he couldn't open my door. It was like he fed off the fact that I was scared, because you could visibly tell I'm scared by the way I just pulled out. Like, I'm acting frantic, like you could tell I'm scared. And then he's just smirking and then
like
just walks
feeding
off.
on fear. You know what that sounds like.
Yeah. And then just walks off unbothered. Like, it was
like
so
nothing.
weird.
And then just
and it just disappeared.
It's crazy. So that's like, you know, also what happened this week. So it's just kind of crazy. But anyway, we're actually going back to that same parking lot because I'm going to that Bath & Body Works over there. Because it's the best one. It's like the biggest one. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I will catch you guys at Bath & Body. We're gonna smell all the fragrances, and I might buy some. I just really want to smell them though, because you guys know we always are repping Dossier over here, but I really want to see how the Bath & Body Works like sprays and stuff hold up. And also, if they have lotions, I would love to just at least get the lotions and then mix it with my Dossier fragrances. I think that could be really cool. So I don't know if they have lotions or if it's just the fragrances, but we're going to see. And before we like get there, I'm gonna try to pull up on my phone like what each one is supposed to smell like, so I can let you guys know, because I really don't know, and I don't know if they're gonna have it like labeled inside the store or not. But yeah, that's what we're doing. So see you guys in Bath.
Wait. No, you can't end it yet. Guys, look at my nails.
Oh my God, bye. Yo, I think my expectations for coffee has gotten a little bit too high. First of all, I didn't want to go to Starbucks. We know we don't support Starbucks. This Panera Bread, right? This is iced coffee. Okay, so they had iced coffee. And I went and just ordered it on the kiosk because they had it. And I was like, extra shot, yeah. Added vanilla, yeah. First of all, nobody handed me anything. Apparently, I was supposed to be handed a cup. Second thing is, then when I told her what I ordered and I said, yeah, I got it with an extra shot, she looked confused. Like maybe I ordered it wrong. And then, so she put the shot in with the vanilla. She was like, well, how much do you want? 1 pump? Yeah, you know, we're at Starbucks. This is like the equivalent to a Venti. That's at least 6 to 8 pumps. So I was like, 6? Again, she looked at me like I was ordering it wrong. But she put the 6 in with the espresso and the ice. And then she told me, oh, the iced coffee is over there. Y'all, it was like a freaking coffee dispenser that you just put coffee in. And then half and half. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what I was like thinking I was ordering when I ordered it. But I mean, I guess it is what it is. I feel like this is such a waste of money. Look at this. This is not even the right color.
And this ain't even as sweet as I thought.
Yeah, this is not it. That was $10 down the drain. All right, we're at Bath and Body Works. I'm waiting for my daughter to get out the car. Maya, hurry up.
I don't think she wants to come.
We're at the big standalone Bath and Body Works. I'm gonna show it to you.
How are you doing?
I hope they have them in here.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hi.
Good. What are we shopping for?
Do you have those like dupe fragrances?
We do not.
You
Unfortunately,
don't?
It's only in Northridge.
Only in Northridge?
and Riverwalk, but nothing here.
Okay.
Sorry. No, I wish we did. But I'm gonna have you just try this. In case you haven't tried it yet. It's called Brightest Green. Sorry about that.
No,
it smells good.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Put that back. That actually smells really good.
It actually smells really good.
Yeah, hold it.
What about the other thing that I showed you? That's good. Oh my gosh. That's
All right, y'all. You heard it. They only have it at Northridge, and Northridge
It
is...
smells so good.
Yeah, Northridge is like 20, 30 minutes away. But I do like the one that they just had me smell. So maybe I'll just get that one instead. They don't have it. They only have them at Northridge.
I definitely am.
Which one are you trying to get?
I'm trying to get the blue.
Girl.
This one. It smells the one.
And it's only $1. Like... Oh, that one smells good.
Wait, what happened?
That just got my lid.
Yeah. All right, let's smell some of these fragrances. We have Black Cherry Merlot. That one smells kind of interesting.
Oh wait, you know what it smells like? It smells like it smells like something really familiar.
It does, kind of ocean driftwood. This one smells like a good like boy candle. That's a good boy candle.
Let me smell. Let me smell. Let me smell.
I like both of these.
That smells like Jade.
Tiki Beach.
Oh, and they have cute little keychains.
That was pretty good too.
Let me see.
You smell.
I like that.
Wait, give me that Waikiki Beach coconut. I want to smell that.
Wait.
Right
This
there,
one smells good, Mom. Did you smell this one yet? Mom, did you smell this one yet?
Oh wait, I had a perfume.
Let me smell.
I have
Let me
a
smell.
perfume in this.
Hold on, hold
Let
on.
me smell it. It smells good. But smell this one.
I did. I smelled that one already.
My, did you smell this one?
Here.
My, did you smell this one?
Ooh, I used to like this
My-
one. Island Margarita.
Maya, did you smell
Yes,
this
I
one?
smelled that one.
That one's the one.
Let me smell. Let me smell. That smells so good. That actually
Yeah, I'm disappointed. I really thought I was going to be smelling these other fragrances. I don't think eucalyptus scent. Beach weather. Ooh, I want them to have this one in a lotion. Smell that one. That one. Beach weather. That one actually smells really good. Alright. Well, shoot, I guess that's it then.
Oh my god.
I'm so disappointed. Alright, we're gonna have to go to the Northridge one on a different day because we're not doing that today, and tomorrow is Easter, so we're definitely not gonna have time to do that. So that was a bus, but it is what it is. Now I get to go home and take a nap.
Oh, it's a Beamer.
Wow. Guess what?
Yo.
Date night is back. Well, actually, we went on a date night. We
Part
actually
two,
went on a
baby.
date.
Part two.
Yeah, we went on a date on Thursday. I'm gonna let you pull out the car because I'm not trying to get my hair wet. Let me stand up here in the light. So we actually went on a date on Thursday, and we actually went on a date last week too. I just haven't been filming the date nights. But we're gonna film this one because why not? I'm kind of disappointed about the whole Bath and Body Works thing, but we're going to another restaurant that we really like called Wood Ranch. I feel like that's a chain restaurant that's pretty much everywhere. So I'm really craving like fish and veggies. That's what I'm gonna get.
Are they outside?
Yeah, oh, it looks like it has a little bit of a covering.
Hello, how's it going? Hi, my name is Daisy. I'll be your server today. Okay. Did you guys start with something to drink?
I don't know, yeah, kind of a few minutes.
Yeah, you want water for now?
Yeah. Yeah, the comments are crazy. Okay, you guys, I got a strawberry lemonade because it's the 30th. Is it the 30th? Yes, it's the 30th, but starting like literally tomorrow, I'm doing a semi-dry April where I'm really not gonna be drinking. Liquor's been giving me a headache lately, and so I feel like I need to just not drink as much anymore. And I don't even drink that much. I literally only have cocktails on the weekends and I never have more than one. But sometimes through the week I'll have like a glass of wine, but even then 3 drinks in a week is a lot for me. So I'm gonna be bringing it all the way back and trying not to drink liquor more than like like 4 times in the entire month of April, which shouldn't be that hard. But I mean, it really depends on how stressed I'm at, like how stressed I am. But anyway, that's the update. By the way, this bread is some of the best bread ever. Why are you over there looking like you're trying not to laugh?
Yeah, I tried to warn you, tell you what it was, but you don't really get it, boy. I'm supernova. Where you at? I'm on fire. Supernova. Can't deny I wreck your life. I can't control it, I can't stop it. Supernova, supernova. Danger, danger. Pace it, pace it. I've been trying to say it. Oh, I'm crazy, crazy. Okay, if you want it, then. Oh, if you like it. Oh, can you take it, take it? Won't keep you waiting, waiting. Oh, giving you caution, 'cause this ain't what you really want, no. But I guess I give you just what you've been asking for. And I ain't gotta face it, you just doing love with me. Don't wanna break your heart, yeah.
It is literally the most beautiful day outside. It's like sunny with a crisp, cool breeze. And it is Resurrection Sunday. And I watched such a great message today. And it like really tied into how I've been feeling this entire week. Let's sit down and talk about it. It's a little bit loud outside, so forgive me, but it's so beautiful that I cannot help but want to be outside. So anyway, I was watching a message today and it was talking about like what our priorities need to be like at this time in life and with the way the world is going. And it's like so often we are so concerned with building idols and monuments to ourselves rather than Jesus and speaking about Jesus. And the thing is, I realize this is a realization I've been coming to because I have had to be extremely aware of the fact that it's so easy to turn your social media platform into your idol, because if you really think about it and you think about how social media just works in general, what's posted, the type of content and information that people post, it's literally a monument to yourself. And when that monument to ourselves don't bring as much glory as we want, we have a tendency to get discouraged, depressed, or feel like we need to do more to build this monument to ourselves. And that's really not what it's supposed to be about, you know? I want when people look at me and they watch my vlogs, they watch my channel, they watch my life, I want my life to be a testimony of who Jesus is and what Jesus can do, you know? I don't want it to be a monument to myself and Jillian and all her greatness. I think a lot of times we really mess up when we start focusing on getting glory for ourselves, taking flowers for ourselves that actually belong to God, because no matter how it's done, God is the reason and the cause of it all. Being used by God, God doesn't have to choose you. God can choose anybody. God could use a donkey, okay? And so when we try to take credit for being a vessel, it could become a really dangerous thing, you know? You start building a monument out of yourself, talking about all the greatness of you, you know? I don't want to do that. So just like I was saying earlier in the vlog this week, I had to really have a moment where I realized I was being very ungrateful and not really thanking God for the fact that I have everything that I need, and not only the things that I need, but the things that I want as well. And to just have a little bit of patience, because everything works the way that it's supposed to in the time that it's supposed to. There's a season for everything. I think it's important to remember that and stop trying to rush things along because of what we want it to look like. I remember I was struggling with this, and I heard God tell me to let go of the idea of what you think it should look like. Because when we hold on to the idea of the way that we think things should look, you put God in a box. And I think I was getting discouraged because I felt like in my mind, for what I wanted, God could only do it a certain way. Literally, God can do anything. And to try to use my mind to box God in to the way that things should look, or the way that I feel like they should look, or the way that I want them to look, that's just not really how it works. God works in mysterious ways, and his ways are not our ways, you know? So anyway, as I celebrate a day that is used to remember the biggest sacrifice of all, I also want to take the time to be mindful and aware that my life should look like a testimony of Jesus Christ. It should not look like anything that is puffing Jill up and making Jill this great monument or this idol, because that's just not what this life is about. Our life should be about helping others. Our life should be about being there for others, supporting the people who really need it, you know, spreading good seed. So yeah, that's kind of like what I've been thinking about all day today. So me and my husband are about to get ready. I'm gonna drop off my niece her birthday presents, and then I have a gift for my other niece. And then we're gonna stop by my parents' house for a little bit to visit, because my mom is still a little bit housebound. She had surgery on her foot. It's doing really well. Hopefully she'll be back on her feet sooner rather than later, but she's still to an extent confined. So I'm completely dressed. If you guys did not see here, I'll set you down right here so you can see my outfit one more time. But so casual. Literally sweats and a tank top. And I'm gonna say it again, but I really wish that I would have gotten these ballet flats in that other color. This is what I get for having self-control.